King County is updating its approach to habitat restoration to capitalize on the unique talents of recovering wildlife.
And this comes as beaver populations have steadily increased across western Washington since 2000. And that's when voter-approved restrictions on body-gripping traps made it more expensive and more difficult to trap beavers. Joining us to continue the conversation this morning is senior ecologist and resident beaver specialist Jennifer Vanderhoof. Jennifer, nice to have you with us today.
Oh, thanks for the invitation.
So what initially led to a decline in the beaver population in western Washington, and how did restrictions on those body gripping traps help recover the population again?
The story actually starts quite some time ago, back maybe 170 years ago. I'll try to be brief because it's obviously could be a long story, but historically beavers were trapped out not just from western Washington, but from all of North America, as people in Europe really wanted the beaver pelts to make fashionable hats. And there was some politics involved as well. And so they were pretty largely extirpated or removed from the entire continent by mid-1800s. And slowly, they weren't completely gone. There were still some. Early 1900s, we started actually trying to recover populations because people wanted to trap them, but we also recognized that they brought some ecological benefits. And so populations steadily, very slowly increased, for the next 100 years until, like you mentioned, about the year 2000. And it was actually a couple of things that happened there. In 2000, the voters of Washington did ban body gripping traps. And again, as you said, it didn't make it illegal, but it just made it a lot harder. Fur prices were also declining, so the pressure the trapping pressure just decreased in general. And at about that same time, in 1999, Chinook salmon were listed as a threatened species in this region. And so a lot of people started building restoration projects, which typically involve planting. And so you're reducing trapping pressure at the same time that you're putting a lot of beaver food along waterways. And so ever since then, so last 20, 25 years, the populations have steadily been increasing to the degree that we just have never seen here since white people came and colonized and built our towns and cities and all of our infrastructure and everything that we've done here. We really didn't do thinking about these aquatic engineers at all, and now they're back.
Oh, the history sure does go so far back, and it really is fascinating. So now in present day, you've developed the Planning for Beavers manual. Talk about what that manual entails and the impact of the changes.
The whole idea behind the manual is to be more proactive in how we plan our restoration projects, knowing that now you can count on beavers I used to say showing up, we'll build a project and they'll get here in a year or 2 or 3. Now I tell people they're there. We have beavers. If there's water and there's food, they're not far away. And if we go in and plant more food, they're going to be there. And so how can we build projects that don't negatively impact our neighbors? It's very important. And now, as we start thinking really proactively, how can we build projects that really bring in the work that beavers do? Because a lot of the stuff that we're trying to accomplish, beavers do naturally just by the way they live. So how can we better build projects to kind of partner? I know that's a little cheesy, but how can we partner with the rodents instead of just trying to live with them? How can we actually bring their work to bear?
Jennifer, I feel like beavers are some of those animals that are kind of really misunderstood by a lot of people. So what type of benefits can we see from a growing beaver population?
That's a great question. I think they are misunderstood, although there have been some books recently. So people are starting to recognize the value in the species. There's so many benefits, it's always hard for me to even start to know where to talk. But one of the things that we are very aware that they do are build dams. And what dams do is slow water down and spread it out. And we also, in addition to having this history of trapping beavers out, we also have a history of really simplifying our aquatic systems. We think of pristine streams when we see a single channel flowing, straight. But the truth is historically, that it would have been a much more complex system. You would have had multiple channels flowing in many places, and they would have not been restricted by levees or roads or sidewalks or anything like that. And so the beaver dams really help bring that complexity back by spreading the water out. You'll start to get channels forming in different places, and that is it's good for a number of reasons, because those dams, they function also as water filters. By carving new channels, you're opening up new areas for new gravel for spawning. So a lot of people think, oh no, salmon aren't going to get past the dams, but they evolved together, these two species. And so you've got water quality benefits, water storage benefits, which becomes more important with climate change. And then also, as you're adding that complexity in the stream system and in wetlands, you're creating many, many habitat types or niches for all kinds of different species. So rather than just have a single channel where water is just flowing all the time, now you have some slow water and some fast water and some cooler water and maybe some warmer water. And now you've got wood that insects can feed on and fish can hide under and amphibians can be in the pond and all kinds of mammals in addition to beavers. So you get a real increase in biodiversity as well.
Now, you mentioned beaver dams also store water sometimes and slow downstream flows. Can you tell us how those impacts can be avoided?
So the idea of slowing water it's a positive effect.
Okay.
So you're also reducing the amount of erosion that's happening downstream. In fact, a lot of people, especially in more arid environments like Eastern Washington, but we're starting to explore reasons to use it here in Western Washington, are considering building beaver dam analogs, which are kind of human-assisted beaver dams, for those very reasons, for slowing down the water, storing more water, reducing erosion, increasing water quality, and even water temperature. Some people think that if you have a beaver pond, the water must be warmer, but depending on the location, you can actually get a cooling effect, because when you store all that water, it's part of what it's doing is going into the groundwater and increasing the water table. So you're getting more water storage below ground, and then it cools down there and it reemerges downstream even cooler. And there are also some effects around the dam, which is pretty interesting. A beaver dam compared to even a small human-made dam, the water surface of the pond is certainly going to be warmer. And so if you have a human-made like concrete dam and the water's flowing over it, it's just that warm top water that's going to flow over. But with a beaver dam, it is a giant water filter, and so the water's going through it. And so you're also getting the cool water from the bottom of the pond going downstream as well. So again, functioning much better if they're beaver constructed than human constructed dams.
Fascinating. And Jennifer, really quickly, is there a new version of the manual coming out, and if so, when?
Great question. It's actually already a year and a half old, and it's hard to believe. And we've learned a lot since then. And within the next year, I want to put out an updated version, just to include some of the stuff that we've been learning at some of our planting sites.
All right, we'll look ahead to that.
Yeah, pretty soon. Thank you
Yes.
so much for all that information, Jennifer.